Hello friends and enemies, it's me V. This video I'm going to try to make short, which if you're looking at it, you're like, this shit's going to be long. Okay, let's start this. This week, I have realized actions and reactions. Order that. To every action, there is a reaction of what you do. Now, when Marie Kondo's book came out, I was like, okay, let's get it started. I started doing things where I was looking at books, and if a book did not bring me joy, guess what? I put that shit down. I didn't finish it. It used to be I would hate read the hell out of the book. For example, the story A Mother, a Daughter, a Diet. I read that. I was upset and angry, but I continued to read that because I wanted to see the mother's actions and what was happening and all that stuff because her child's name was B. And for anyone wondering, that book was about a girl who had to lose weight because she was considered obese. But the way the mom went about it was in a really fucked up way. And even the mom admitted that she has, or had at the time, some eating disorder aspects where she did things in the 80s and 90s that all of us would look at and go, that's an eating disorder. And I read that book. And it pissed me the fuck off because every time the mom did something, I was like, that is not how you do enforcement. You should have had the whole family involved in it. You should have, had have healthy treats sometimes, but still have other things. Instead of saying she can't have the cake or whatever, have part of it or a fourth of it. Get her used to eating all veggies and stuff. Instead of saying, well, I never liked veggies. Then learn how to make food and everything. I did that. And then I started getting guilt from others who were like, you cut me off of Facebook. You stopped being my friend on Instagram. You stopped following me on Twitter. Yes, I did, because I realized, you know what? You did not bring me joy. You brought me sadness. And having to deal with the ramifications of that. And people being like, you're a piece of shit. You're mean. You're this, you're that. And so then I reverted back to being a people person or people pleaser, in the sense that I wanted to make others happy at the expense of my own happiness. And that continued until the Discord of Chris Evans. Yes, for those who don't know, I used to be a mod, and I also was in Chris Evans' Discord that was on Tumblr. I know I'm going against what the original the original admin wanted, so I want to apologize, but she quit. She left. She said, fuck this shit. It's getting too toxic. So I feel comfortable saying it. Now, I had no issues with the bots that took over, the admin that took over. I had no issues with them. I had issues with a few fans or stans that were like hardcore going into him, being like, oh my God, he's supposed to be with someone, or what, does he date black women, or he does this, he does that, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I don't like this. This is getting uncomfortable. I don't like it because I am seeing aspects of who I was in these girls or these women, and I don't like it. So I'm going to go. And I did that. I did that a couple times where I would just leave. I wouldn't even say bye to anybody. I'd just leave. Because it made me uncomfortable, and I was someone who did not like to tell people, hey, cut it out, because I didn't want to make people angry. Now, it's happened a couple, I don't even know how it happened, but for whatever reason, I started to realize, hey, you don't have to do that anymore. So I got rid of different things. There were a lot of groups I was in. Guess what? I said boop, and I peaced out. I just poofed out of them. There were a couple friends. I actually went through my Instagram people that I was following, and I just started unfollowing people because they didn't make me happy. They made me depressed. If I didn't feel anything, guess what? It got blocked. It felt really, really good to do that. And then shit happened. And kind of went back to the way I used to do. And recently there was a Chris Evans tarot reading that a YouTuber did that In hindsight, I should have stayed the fuck away, but I wanted to know. So I asked the reader if Mr. Evans had known about the Discord, because I felt, I know that I'm smiling. This is my uncomfortable face when I don't really want to talk about shit. But I had wanted to see if he knew about the Discord, if, or horrifically, if he had ever been a part of it. I wanted to know, because I still was thinking of it like, that was a really shitty thing. You should have done more than just leaving. You should have, as a mob, really been like, hey guys, stop it, blah, blah, blah. There are people that can do it without effect. I felt guilt because I'm like, people will be upset at me. And the guy was like, oh yeah, it was bad. Ooh, it was bad. It was terrible. He's still having things affect him to this day. And I was like, and then I cried. I cried because I felt immense guilt. And some of you are like, no, Veronica, you didn't do that. I did do that. I'm that person where if I make someone hurt, then all I can think about is, you are an asshole. You are a bad person. You are a shit. You don't deserve anything happy. And I just started thinking of that stuff, and it was really fucked up. And yeah, I was thinking that for a while. So I'm going to post that down below so you can see exactly what I said. So I left the Discord, but I'm still thinking about the Discord. In that I hope that the new moderators are doing well and everything and all that stuff. Here's where my action and reaction's coming to. I'm realizing, again, that I have been pleasing a lot of people in terms of my coworker. One of my coworkers loves to ask me things that I feel is inappropriate. You should not be asking me if I'm moving to this specific area, because why? You're never going to see the inside of my fucking place. You are not going to know where I live. Telling people things about me that I've said to them because they're like, oh yeah, Veronica's going through this, that, and the other. Why are you telling people? It's none of their business. If I ask somebody something, okay, yeah, I'm telling it to them because I need it. I need help. But at the same time, you should not be using what I'm telling you to tell other people because you're bored, or this is how you you're social. It's no one else's fucking business. And I've gotten to the point where I'm like, you know what? I don't like this. So I'm not telling you what I'm doing because you don't need to know, and no, you don't deserve to know. I have gone to places where I don't like the food. Guess what? I don't eat the food. And some of you are like, what? Here's the thing I'm telling to everybody. If you don't like something, don't continue to do it because others are telling you to do it. Marie Kondo. I started it where I was like, you know what? I'm not going to read the rest of the book. I'm going to delete Instagram people that I don't like, Twitter people I don't like, TikTok people I don't like. I went through TikTok and deleted a lot of motherfuckers because I started to see some of the racist shit they were doing or things that they were doing, some other stuff, and I said, nope, you're toxic as fuck and I'm getting out. And you know what? It felt good. And somebody was like, that's asshole. No, it's not. It's not asshole-ish. It is me protecting myself. If I'm saying to people, I'm blocking you because your negativity is fucking with me and my whole energy, guess what? It is what it is, baby. If someone said to me, hey, Veronica, I can't hang out with you because you're constantly negative, I would try my damnedest to not be negative, because I've seen the effects that other people have had on some people. Some people are like, oh, great, they're optimistic. And then I've seen some people be depressed, or I don't want to be depressed, or I've seen what happens with depressed, or depressed, or just is a cloud that sucks up energy. I no longer want to be depressed, or I would like to be realistic, or even if I can get a little bit more optimistic than I've been, that would be great. That's what I want to do in my life, to be an optimistic person instead of depressed. Or so if anything that you could take from it is just be optimistic. And honestly, if somebody is not making you happy, get rid of the motherfucker. Cut them out. Life is too fucking short. I'll talk to you guys later. And as always, fuck Tom Brady.